Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by the head football coach at Frankenmuth. That, of course, is Phil Martin. How's it going?
Good. How are you today, Casey?
I'm doing well. So, talk about how the summer's been going so far.
Yeah, we've had a real good summer this year. We've been averaging between 60, 70 kids a day. Like I said, the kids have been working hard, from early June to, we just wrapped up camp this past week and, we're looking forward to a week off and getting back after it in a couple Mondays.
Okay, so now it's time to tell the audience watching this video about the returning players and the players to watch for your team this year. So let's start with the offense, go with and then the defense, and then we'll go to special teams.
Well, offensively, we feel like the core of our team may be our offensive line this year. We're returning five guys that had a lot of playing time last year. Purvis, Spearline, Simmons, Bennett, Wenberg. Those guys got a lot of playing time last year. We did graduate one offensive lineman from past year. All conference kid, Nate McMillan. And then offensively, skill guy wise. We graduated three guys that were all conference last year, and our quarterback, Jack Rich, and Bernthal and Andrews, are running backs. So we got some growing up to do, but we are returning, Kobe Key, who, got a lot of time last year backing up Barker at fullback. So he played quite a bit. Lava Senior got on the field quite a bit for us last year, between him and Horde on who will be vying for quarterback, as camp progresses, we'll figure that out. So that's kind of the offensive side of football for us.
What about defense? What are we looking like there?
Well, defense, we graduated seven all-conference football players off of last year's defense, so, we got some growing up to do on that side of football. I think we'll probably be led, with our core inside, with Simmons and Diener coming back. We also have, Morgan and Hubbard, our defensive ends. So up front is probably the strength of that defense. We're really going to rely on Washer, who was with us last year, as a junior, had a great season last year. So we're going to rely on him to hopefully mature and grow that secondary as quick as we can.
Yeah. Special teams, where are we at there?
Right now, we got our kicker and punter back, and that's Aiden Lava Sr. He kind of handled a lot of those duties for us last year. Did a great job when Will Soulier, who was, an all-state and all-conference kicker, went down for us last year. Aiden stepped in and did a great job for us all year, and we're hoping he'll do the same thing this year.
Okay. Well, we talked about the some of the players to watch. Now let's talk about the upcoming schedule for you guys. It starts on the 29th, home against Goodrich, September 6th, at Saginaw Swan Valley, September 13th, home against Alma, September 20th at Essexville Garber, September 27th, home against Flint Powers Catholic, October 4th at Bay City John Glenn, October 11th, home against Bridgeport, October 18th at Freeland, and finishing out the regular season, October 25th, home against Gladwin. So, pretty good schedule. Got some tough non-conference opponents as well as of course, with division opponents anytime in the Tri-Valley Conference in the Red Division.
Yeah, we don't waste any time getting tested. A pretty good Goodrich football team be coming to our place. They've had a lot of success the last couple of years. We follow that up with, a Swan Valley team that always plays us tough, kind of a rivalry game. And like you talked about, that end of the season, with the schedule, seeing Freeland and Gladwin back to back, going to be a big test for us to end the season and, hopefully catapult us into the playoffs. In the middle of that schedule, I think we got some teams that are going to be much improved with, John Glenn. I think they're going to be a sleeper in our conference. Elma's going to be improved. Powers is going to have a new coach and, probably some new rejuvenation there. And so yeah, we got a pretty tough schedule and we're looking forward to the season.
Absolutely. All right. What's this next week going to look like for you guys?
Well, we're off this week as we get ready. Sunday night we bring all the families in. We have something called Hots and Brats here. We kind of ease into the season. Kind of have our team meeting at every level that evening. It's kind of a great kickoff for our season, and then we kind of get into it that following Monday. Our two-a-days start that Monday, and we go through right to our scrimmage, which can be a pretty tough scrimmage. with Notre Dame Prep, Corona, and Flushing coming to our place on that date. So we'll find out probably even before Goodrich how good we're going to be.
All right. Well, Phil, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck to you guys this coming season.
All right. Thank you very much.